Look at the fingers spread, tensing in the shoulders. He's supporting something dense. It's a pie.
How does Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine manage his countless bizarre medical issues while keeping everyone laughing? Join us as we explore some of the funniest moments that showcase Scully's unique health problems. Terry asked Scully about the progress on digitizing old case files. Scully responded with a smile, saying he was officially 1% done as of yesterday. Terry, puzzled by Scully's smile, pointed out that 1% was practically nothing. Scully explained that there were thousands of cases, each requiring him to fill out 200 small boxes on 50 different screens. Rosa commented that at least Scully got to sit all day, but Scully, in his usual odd way, said sitting was actually the worst part because his doctor diagnosed him with an anal canyon. This revelation made everyone groan in disgust. Jake asked Scully why he always shared such gross details about his body. Holt was fiddling with Gina's mobile and wondered aloud if he should place the moonless Jupiter in a certain spot, saying he felt sorry for the child beneath that solar system. Hitchcock interrupted, telling Holt that something was up with the heist and proposed they exchange information. Holt, uninterested, declined. Scully, always joking, said they didn't know anything anyway. Holt, amused, responded with a, "Well, good, David." Then, Scully noticed Holt was sweating and asked about it. Holt defensively claimed he wasn't sweating. Scully, using his unique expertise, remarked that he had experienced enough heartaches to recognize sweating. Rosa accuses them of eating her ice cream and asking why the container was in their trash. Terry asked who would throw away a spoon, pointing out it's the easiest utensil to clean. Scully tried to explain, saying he didn't think it was ice cream, probably medicine, given he was on many medications. Terry, unconvinced, said he would prove it was ice cream and moved to lick the spoon. Rosa stopped him just in time, reminding them it had been in their mouths. Hitchcock mocked the situation, suggesting their investigation had hit a dead end. Determined, Rosa vowed to return and instructed them not to move. Scully, ever lazy, reassured her he wouldn't, as he hated moving. Terry tried to defuse the situation, suggesting they let it go. In the next scene, Rosa returned with evidence identifying the ice cream as moose tracks. Scully asked how she knew, and the test confirmed it was indeed ice cream. Rosa, now more determined, declared they were going down. Scully suggested that even if it was ice cream, he didn't eat it because he was lactose intolerant. Hitchcock quickly agreed, claiming to be super lactose intolerant. Terry, however, accused them of lying. Hitchcock challenged him, asking if he had ever seen them eat dairy. Terry admitted no one could bear to watch them eat. Later, Rosa and Terry approached Scully and Hitchcock. Rosa apologized, admitting she couldn't prove they took her moose tracks and shouldn't have yelled. Scully acknowledged it took a big person to admit being a dum-dum. Terry added they wanted to make it up to them and had gotten them pizza. Hitchcock misunderstood, asking if it was only one pizza for both of them. Rosa, seeing through the ruse, called them morons. Terry pointed out they were eating cheese and lying about being lactose intolerant. Scully defended their choice, saying some things were delicious enough to suffer the consequences, and admitted to eating sugar despite being diabetic. Rosa demanded they admit taking her moose tracks. Hitchcock finally confessed they ate it and were also eating her pizza, asking who the moron was now. He and Scully high-fived, but Hitchcock's stomach rumbled. Scully noted they were coming. Terry tried to find a silver lining, saying their confession was a victory. Rosa, still fuming, disagreed, stating there were no winners in the situation. Rosa checked the time and announced they had been sitting for 9 hours and 55 minutes. Hitchcock asked if it felt like he had just said that. Scully, being his usual odd self, commented that he had no feeling in his legs, and to prove it, he stabbed a pencil into his thigh, adding that he hadn't felt anything in years. Rosa, trying to appear composed, said she was doing great and that it had been easy, but then she suddenly got a butt cramp. Hitchcock suggested she might need some electrolytes, and Rosa demanded the drink from him. Hitchcock threw it to Scully, who taunted her. Rosa managed to grab the drink from Scully and took a sip, declaring that the cramp was over. Hitchcock said they weren't done just because their shift was over, calling Rosa an amateur. Rosa agreed to take it into overtime, saying she had nowhere else to be. Scully added that he never had anywhere to be. Rosa concluded that the games would continue. Later, Rosa asked how long they had been sitting as she lost track of time. Scully replied it had been about 32 hours. Rosa, feeling the strain, said she missed little things like showers and standing. Scully admitted he missed his home chair, which baffled Rosa. Hitchcock simply said he wanted to walk to the hot dog stand and get a fresh wiener. Scully, suddenly craving a hot dog, groaned, and Rosa suggested he should go get one. Scully accused her of trying to get them to stand up. Rosa proposed they should all go together and get their chairs. Hitchcock agreed, saying the only thing holding them back was society. Determined, they pushed their chairs toward the hot dog stand. Hitchcock, enjoying his hot dog, said it was so good. Suddenly, something flew away, and Hitchcock stood up to get it, realizing his mistake and exclaiming he had left his chair. Scully sympathetically said he was sorry. Hitchcock, accepting his fate, lamented that it was his time. Rosa said they had been through a lot together and always stood together. Moved by the moment, they both stood up too. Scully declared that he was dead and should go down before theatrically falling to the ground himself. Jake revealed that Terry and his wife are expecting another child, but it was supposed to be a secret. He mentioned discovering it because he's such an amazing detective. Rosa pointed out that Jake had accidentally hit reply all on an email, which was how he found out, comparing him to someone clueless on a brunch thread. Jake admitted it, but stressed that Terry couldn't know the secret was out. Gina, realizing she also got the email, agreed they needed to delete the message from Terry's email account before he found out. They decided the best way was to break into his account while he was at the gym. Jake started to outline the plan, but Charles interrupted, asking what he was going to do. Jake repeated his plan, getting interrupted again. Frustrated, Jake finally explained he would go to the gym and distract Terry with a workout while the rest would get IT to help hack Terry's account. If anything went wrong, Scully was to fake a heart attack. Scully asked if he should go with a classic angina or something more dramatic like a myocardial infarction. Jake, keeping it simple, told him to just drop to the ground and wiggle. Scully, excited, declared he was going to nail it. Scully, panicking, exclaimed that Cindy Schatz was there and he didn't know what to do because he felt his face looked bad and his mouth was dry. Amy tried to calm him down, reminding him to be direct because women don't like playing games. Gina suggested they start simpler, advising Scully to smile at Cindy and not fart. Amy, surprised, noted that Scully knew not to do that, but realized he was writing it down. Scully, taking it literally, mentioned that his heart was the size of a giraffe's and pushed on his other organs. Gina advised him not to talk about the giraffe part. Holt shared a study that claimed smiling can improve your mood and suggested they give it a try. He demonstrated with a smile and encouraged the team to do the same. Amy and Rosa gave it a shot, followed by Terry, Scully, and Hitchcock. Holt then announced they had to keep smiling for the next 2 hours and asked if anyone could feel it working. Scully mentioned that he had no tooth enamel on his tooth, so the cold air was painful. Terry suggested that maybe if Scully brushed his teeth regularly, it wouldn't be a problem. Scully defended himself, explaining that he did brush his teeth, but they were decaying from acid reflux. Scully continued to explain that too much exposure to air would turn his teeth to dust. Seeing that the smiling exercise wasn't working as planned, Holt decided to move to the next level, forced laughing. He started laughing, hoping the team would join him and feel the mood boost. So what do you guys think is Scully's most bizarre medical revelation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hilarious Brooklyn Nine-Nine content.